Welcome to the Numerology and the Astrology for June 10th, 2020. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 11. And if you add the 1 and the 1 together, you get the number 2. So you've heard me many times say that if you get a 10-1 or an 11-2, you can kind of play with both sides of the numbers. So today I kind of want to play with both sides of the numbers of the 11 and the 2 again. So it is very painful to expand, which is the number 11. It takes you stepping past the mind, which is the number 2, and allowing yourself to let go of what you think and what you believe. To grow, you have to step past the known and into the scary places where growth will be required of you to progress. The number 11 is about progress. It is associated with the Aquarian age and is all about forward movement. That is why this global backward trend is so difficult for everyone. In our core, we can feel that we cannot go back, that going backwards is extremely dangerous and will lead only to more chaos. We have become the warriors of light that helps to heal this world progress rather than digress. We have to take responsibility that the forward progression will require a mental and educational leap into a much more conscious place. For some, that is going to be extremely painful because when truth shines a harsh light, those that were caught in the deception, they will have to extricate themselves from that reality, and that is like being caught in a cave of darkness and having to crawl, scratch, and claw your way out of that cave and into the light. Each of us in life have to move many times from darkness into light. It is essential to do that to reclaim who and what you came into this world to do. That is why there are so many moments to step up and step out and into the bigger world where goodness and kindness become the norm, where all this hate is revealed as dysfunction and past fears that were not necessary right now for this world. In each moment, you have a choice to become a better person. Life presents moments to evolve and change. If you refuse to shift and change, then you will have to do this entire experience again in another time and another place. Okay, the astrology today. The moon points out the uniqueness of this special moment because it's in Aquarius. And that requires you to take new and profound actions that are beyond your normal scope of behavior or choice. The Venus-Pluto challenge today manifests the deeper underlying tensions that are happening in the world. There is a core discomfort and upset that is coloring all things. An underlying truth is being revealed in the world, and this will cause what has been hidden to be seen for what it really is. Falseness will have a very bright light shone on it. That is exactly what those that lie hate most of all. They want permission to blatantly air their lies and allow them to be regarded as valid. The intention is to wreak havoc on the minds of the weak. Doubt, after all, is a powerful tool of deception. There is much brewing that festers jealousy, hate, and fear. We are in danger of losing something dear to us. For each person, that is different. Remember, manipulation has a color, shape, and texture. Feel it, smell it, taste it. Begin to notice when something is not congruent with the natural laws and the order of this world, when it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, when it leaves you with a sickening feeling, when something you see just doesn't feel in alignment. Know that financial tensions are going to escalate. To have a healthy society, you need to get under the surface of that society. You need to know what the people have buried deep in their hearts and minds, because hate has a taproot that goes down deep and lies in wait to spring forth again and again. All pathways seem to circle rather than form straight lines. I prefer to see them as spirals, circling either upwards or downwards. Upwards breeds hope and ingenuity. A downward spiral manifests as disorganization, impracticality, and a drain on your energy and resources. Consider the spiritual and consciousness evolution that is being asked to be heard and manifested at this time. Realize that something much bigger than yourself needs your help. Make choices that may conflict with your personal needs and desires. Know that anytime you do something that serves more than yourself, your soul gains in ways that you cannot imagine. My quote for today: doubt is a powerful tool of deception. Okay, the blog for today. I watched the truth hit people, and then I watched some deny that truth or hesitate. That is what deceivers attempt to do: put doubt into the minds of those that by nature are good and honest people. That hesitation promotes a delay of action, and that delay is a tactic for those that have ill intent to continue with their plots and subversive behavior. Good people intend to do good things. Weak-minded and kind people also intend to do good things, but they are manipulated by those that know exactly how to control their minds and souls to do their evil bidding. Then there are those people that are controlled by darkness and do things that are against their own country and beliefs. They are in denial of their own wounding. They inflict the darkness they experienced on others in a partially conscious way. Some defend the indefensible. Some lash out at any disagreement that challenges what they believe and think. Many justify their behaviors with words that they have been told and repeat them like automatons. My God, I can say that word today. Automatons that they have become. They allow themselves and their energies to become tools for terrible actions. For others, it is sheer greed. I cannot tell you how many people, good people, kind people, wonderful people, do things because they are protecting their money and the lure of more money. They choose based on their own pocketbook rather than what is for the greater good. Working for the greater good is expensive. It costs time, energy, and money. And that is what humanity needs to move towards at this time in history. We need a world where the value of money is less important than the value of life and humanity itself. A world where the goal of acquisition is less important than giving your gift. There are many motives with many faces happening in this world. Become aware of them. Notice where you sit in the mix of them all. Be more conscious of all your choices. And then ask the question: are you making a choice for your own agenda and selfishness, or are you making a choice that in the end gives back and serves others and creates and helps to create a more equal and balanced world? No matter what, we are all down here learning about this world and this way of being. The duality has never been this obvious. Perhaps this extreme moment is exactly what it will take to finally break this world out of duality and into a higher dimension. While I expect this to be painful for many, I do know that there is a doorway that has a great potential if we embrace the duality and the darkness within ourselves first. Without breaking down our own delusions, we cannot hope to birth a new world. Thanks, everybody.